Hi everyone, it's me, Ali, your Melanin Sista, and thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Melanin Masterclass, where we refresh, renew, and reveal a new you for a life you love. So today's topic is the 5 characteristics of an entrepreneur. In my last video, I talked about entrepreneuring you and allowing you and teaching you, helping you to be the boss of yourself before you take the entrepreneurial journey. So today is part 2 of that discussion. And today we'll be talking about the 5 characteristics you need in order to become a successful entrepreneur. Now, first, let's talk about who's an entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur is a person who is the head of a venture. He's the decision maker. He or she is a decision maker. He or she gets capital to finance their venture, and they pretty much run the operation or starts the operation or starts the venture for whatever business or service is being provided. Okay, so who is that person? What are their characteristics? A lot of us go into entrepreneurship thinking that it's a very easy transition and the 9 to 5 is a bad thing and all these things. And the purpose of this series is to talk about the fact that if you have a 9 to 5, perfect your 9 to 5, get yourself in order before you start your entrepreneurial journey. Because believe you me, it's going to end up flat. Not saying that the journey is going to be easy and you're going to, be successful from the get-go. Many businesses take years, sometimes months, years to develop and to build because it can take time. So here is why we need to understand what skills we need before we jump into the entrepreneurship ship. Does that make sense? The entrepreneurship ship. Okay. All right. So the first characteristics we're going to talk about is motivation. Motivation is a very, very huge thing that you need to have in order to even consider becoming an entrepreneur, right? You have to be motivated to do whatever project or venture that you are getting into. You have to be willing to put in long hours. You have to be willing to give up certain things. You have to be willing to push even if it doesn't work out. In the beginning, things may not go according to plan, and sometimes people get discouraged along the way and they give up, right? But motivation is necessary to keep pushing, to put in those long hours, and to just really understand that even in bad times, you're going to keep going and you have an interest in getting your venture off the ground. So 1, motivation. 2, passion. So an entrepreneur must have a passion for whatever venture they're going into. And when I say passion, it means that you have to love whatever offering, service you're offering to others. You must be passionate about it, because when the going gets tough and the tough gets going, you have to be passionate about what you're doing in order to push past that point where you feel like giving up. You must be excited about your product. You must be excited about your service, because at the end of the day, if you don't feel that passion and you're just looking at the money, the dollar bills, right? You have to look at first how your passion is going to serve others before you think about the money at the end of the line, right? And that's where a lot of us get caught up. We are looking at how much money we can make to go into something instead of looking at how we can help someone with our own passion, okay? And then using that skill to help others because we're so passionate about it, and the money will come, okay? We'll talk about that in later episodes, but think about that for a second. Passion, you develop your passion, learn what your passion is, learn about what you're passionate about, and how that passion can be used to help others. And then the venture will be successful and the money will come. The third characteristic of a entrepreneur is vision. Having a clear vision about what you want to achieve, how you're going to achieve it, and who you need on your team in order to achieve it. Now, for me, this has been one of the parts that I've been the most unsuccessful with, is the vision of whatever it is I'm trying to do. Because the most important piece, okay, that I'm missing because of my busy schedule, because of doing all these other things, I needed to find a network of people or person, mentor maybe, who can show me and assist me on the journey. So a clear vision means understanding what you're going to achieve, understanding how you're going to achieve it, meaning setting goals, setting milestones, and making sure that you're crossing off each goal and each milestone as you go along. And then the third most important thing is having that network or a person who can help you to make sure either to keep you accountable or to help you with the skills that you are lacking. Now, there's a book called Think and Grow Rich, and it talks about the mastermind, right? And the mastermind group is important because it can be a group of 1, 2, 3, up to God knows how many individuals you want. But a mastermind is important. And for that, you need to be able to network. You need to be able to go out there and meet people for the skills that you might be lacking, because no one has everything that might be needed in order to get a venture off the ground. Okay, so number 3 is vision. And your vision is going to be like a compass towards what you towards your goals, right? So your vision is your compass. The 4th thing is confidence. Now, you have to be confident in whatever product, service, or venture you're going into. Now, you should be able to tell the world about it. You should be able to be happy to talk about it with someone in the elevator, happy to talk about it with someone on the street, happy to post it on your Instagram, happy to put it on TikTok, whatever. Okay, you have to be confident in the goods, the product, the service, the venture, whatever it is that you're offering. You have to be confident it's going to work. You have to be confident that it's going to help others, or you are not going to convince someone else that they need that service or that your service is valuable. So you have to be confident. I remember when I was planning that women's workshop I talked about in my previous video, and because I was so caught up on someone else helping me to market and to promote this workshop, I didn't do anything I didn't promote it myself because I was scared that it wasn't going to work, and I didn't want to put it out there because what if it didn't work? I didn't want to be embarrassed, right? So that energy that surrounded the event came through as I'm not confident about something that I'm doing, right? I wasn't willing to put myself out there with it. And guess what? It didn't work. It didn't work. Okay, so confidence, number 4. Number 5. That's not 5, that's 5. Number 5, okay, decision making. You have to be able to make decisions quickly. You have to be able to make decisions easily to avoid missing opportunities that may come towards you. Sometimes those decisions might be difficult and they may go in favor. Sometimes they're not going to be in your favor, but a good entrepreneur must be able to make decisions clearly and quickly, right? In order to minimize opportunities lost, or to minimize damage, or to minimize things that may happen not in favor or in favor of your business. Okay, so those are my 5 tips for a successful entrepreneur, and we'll go over these one by one. First, motivation. Second, we have to make sure that we're passionate about what we're offering to the world, and make sure that what we're offering helps others. 3, we have to have a clear vision about what we're about to achieve, how we're going to achieve it, and who's going to help us. That's your compass. That's what keeps you grounded. 4, you must be confident about whatever it is that you're selling or you're offering. And 5, you have to be able to make good decisions. I hope that helps you in your decision about whether or not you are ready at this time to become an entrepreneur, or maybe you need to work on those 5 key skills before you enter or you try to get in. And remember, as we say around here, we're going to be the boss of yourself. Learn to be the boss of yourself first before you try to get into the entrepreneur. So I'm going to entrepreneur you. This time I came prepared with a pen. Entrepreneur. Okay, and that's it for today. Again, my name is Allie. Thank you for joining me today on Melanin Masterclass, where we refresh, renew, and reveal a new you for a life you love. And as they say back in my hometown, I'm from Jamaica, and every time I end, I say walk good. It means bye-bye. It means go in peace. It means go well. So whenever I say walk good, that's what that means. Okay, so walk good. See you later.